dear colleagues, thank you very much again. And I think I have some ideas, but I try to stay in my topic. My topic, you can see the social security system in Hungary. We all of colleagues in the department deal with social security as well. And in this little presentation, I would like to show you some of my impression of our social security systems, and I have some theoretical questions about it. So let's see. I think the first issue is that on the highest level in Hungary, the fundamental law regulates the social security rights. As you can see, it's I think it's usual that the fundamental law shall provide some of this event of life situation if maternity, sicknesses, disability, widowhood, orphanhood, and unemployment. But our fundamental law states that the individuals are not equally entitled to social entitlements, and it's a new element, may be set by law in proportion to the usefulness of the activity for the community. The next step that also the fundamental law states that the pension system in Hungary has two pillars now. The one is the single public pension scheme based on social solidarity, and the other is the voluntary social institutions if the person chooses it. And our fundamental law safety that the special state pension for women, it's the different entitlements of women to pensions are also regulated at the level of fundamental law. A law may lay down the condition for entitlement to a state pension with regard to the requirement of increased protection for women, and it is now a very favor for the women. In the social security system in Hungary, there are also principles, and we can see that there are 7 main principles. The first is the compulsory participation, the limited insurance, the third is the proportionality, and this proportionality means that according to which the insured person is, as a general, entitled to cash benefits in proportion to the amount of the contribution paid, from which the law may contain different provision, and I have questions about this principle later. The next principle is the obligation to pay contributions, and the employer is liable to pay contributions as well. And there are the sixth principle is the personal data transmission, and the last is underlying responsibility of the state. I think it's very, very important principle because of this is the budget principle of the social security system. So let's, in a few steps, see how changes in Hungary the social security systems. In 1998 was a major change in Hungary. The social system took place. 3 pillars were introduced in the pension system: a state pension scheme, a compulsory private pension scheme, and the supplementary voluntary insurance funds. The compulsory private pension scheme was alive only 12 years because in 2010 it was abolished, and now there are only two pillars in the pension systems. There was a major change in the healthcare services also, because the transfer of municipal hospitals to state ownership from local government, and last year there was an introduction of centralization of hospitals. So I think this is a very big change in the healthcare system in Hungary. 2 years ago, there was a new law. It was the Health Service Employment Act, with a significant increase in the salaries of the doctors. And the main aims this act was that to abolish the gratuity system, and we will see how what kind of results will be these aims. Let's see the financing, but I don't like to explain the Hungarian financing of the healthcare system because it's very complex and very difficult to understand. I only want to quote János Kornai. He was a very famous economist. He lived in the US. He said that it is very difficult to maintain financial discipline in the health sector because everyone is interested in overspending. The patient hopes for a safer and faster recovery. For the doctor, it makes it easier to cure, and of course, the pharmaceutical company and the technical equipment manufacturer can sell more products at a higher profit. So I think it's very true. And my questions about the systems that try to find the answers. Can all principles be expected to apply to all entities? Is there a need to define the balance between solidarity and insurance principles? Because we see that in Hungary there are solidarity and insurance principles in the social security system, and can these principles shift if one uses private insurance? Because in Hungary nowadays there are a lot of private sector, and we can go to the private sector for this kind of health care. And does the principle of proportionality apply without restriction? Can a person receive a benefit commensurate with the amount of contribution paid? The amount of cash benefit, for example, child care allowance, it takes 2 years in Hungary. Sick pay is capped. There is a maximum limit, even though there is no upper income limit for contribution. I'm thinking, for example, of anomalies of this kind in relation to proportionality, and in context of pension provision, the question arises again and again whether, in addition to the state pension system based on the pay-as-you-go principle, there is not a need for an efficient, funded, occupational pension system with higher contribution obligations. Because in Hungary, it's based on pay-as-you-go principle, the pension system. And how can the future of labor law questions and the social security questions as well, how can the employees self-employed in the new forms of employment that are emerging with digitalization be integrated into the social security system? I think I just wanted to show that what is the questions about the social security system, and maybe if you are interested in, we can discuss it. Thank you very much.